Hello people, I am Sky Demolisher and welcome back for another From the Collection Fridays, the series where I take things from my collection and show it to you, my viewers. And this week it is the Gears of War 2 Limited Edition for the Xbox 360. Now I don't normally cover, like the video games that I've got because, most of them are just standard editions. But I was hanging out with Alice in Zombieland last night. I should leave a link to her Twitch channel below. And she mentioned steelbooks and how sort of rare they are with the current climate of gaming. And we were also talking about the Gears of War like 4K remaster release that just came out. I think it came out yesterday, and I think is now available to people on the PlayStation platform. So yeah, I ended up sort of just going through my games and stuff that have been in storage in the garage, and I came across this and I thought, well, this would be the perfect thing to do a From the Collection Friday on, because it's actually a little bit different to other stuff. I think the last game like this, the last game thing that I covered, I think, was Aliens Colonial Marines. But in saying that, I might have actually only covered the statue from that game and not the other things that came in that box. I can't remember. Anyway, so it comes in a slipcase. I've had taken off like the stickers and stuff. I bought this pre-owned, so I was actually quite, quite lucky. You get minor details on the side of the box there, more details on the back, including what's in this. Just Gears of War, nice. It's a really nice spine actually, and then you open it up and you get the first cardboard case, which has the Lancer on it, and of course the Gears symbol there. I have it up that way, but it's probably meant to go that way, not that way, but I don't really care. You can see the Lancer on it, Gears of War 2 sign on that side, all of that. And then you get inside the box the steel case, and I'll get to the next bit at the next bit. So you get the steel case there, which has the really nice Lancer. Same thing as like on the box, it sort of wraps around. This one I don't think has the gear symbol up the top, but I can't really tell because this came with the pre-owned sticker, and like the amount of pre-owned stickers that EB Games put on this is like shocking. And then of course you open it up, you get the Gears of War 2 game disc, the limited edition bonus disc, which I think is a DVD that shows you like background stuff. I don't think I've ever watched it. The manual. It feels like such a rare, like a back in time thing. There's a message from Cliff Bleszinski there, design director at Epic Games. Where it started, goes on about the weapons. I miss this aspect of gaming, where you'd actually get a manual, not just like a symbol, a single piece of paper and stuff. Because, as a kid, like with the Sega Mega Drive games and stuff, the Master System, you got manuals with it. And I don't actually know when we went away from having manuals, but, like virtually all of the stuff you need to know about the game that is now stuff that you have to read through in a game, is, you know, nicely written there. But, you know, it's pretty cool because back in the day, you know, you'd probably get a new game, your parents would be driving you home, obviously not this game because it was restricted 18. I don't think it's 18 now. I think it's been dropped down to like an M in New Zealand now, but you get, you know, talks about the game modes and stuff. You know, you'd sit in the back of the car and you'd read through the manual. Honestly, like the old video game manuals were obviously shorter. I thought it was quite funny. It came with like a, you know, a thing here for Fable 2. And it shows some of like the original Xbox 360 stuff. And then of course you got, you know, your manual there. Because I bought it secondhand, I didn't get the, you know, like the downloadable code that came with it. Also amusingly is the, not that you'll be able to read it, but the receipt from EV Games sort of thing. So inside the steel case, it looked like that. So you got Marcus and Dom, other gears. It's like Carmine. I think it's Carmine there. But yeah, so you can see like really nice steel case. So I actually agree with Alice that, you know, like it's quite sad that you don't normally get this sort of quality of stuff anymore. Just putting stuff back in this case, you know. Like, I mean, you do get sort of special editions of games and stuff these days, but the price of them, I think, to a degree, is getting somewhat like prohibitive. And some of the additional stuff really isn't that cool. And you also, in that, got the book Beneath the Surface, and what's peeking out is a little photo of Dom and Maria. And then, so you always have me with you, I love you Dominic, always Maria, written on the back. So basically I got everything that was in the limited edition other than the download code. So you get this book, Beneath the Surface, an inside look at Gears of War 2. The book is still in pretty damn good condition. Another sort of intro thing there from Cliff Bleszinski. And you get like images in it. Talks about like the Pendulum War and the Lancer from the Pendulum War era. I have one like that. I don't know if I ever did a video on my Lancer. I probably did actually. It was probably like one of the very first things I ever did on it. Actually, I think thinking of it, it was the first video I think I ever did as a From the Collection video. I'm pretty sure it was the Lancer. I have one, it's pink. Even if I sell my collection, it's one of those things that I will likely keep, just because I think they made like 1,500, no, I think it was 1,500. So I view it as something sort of rare to keep. But yeah, you get like the quality of the paper, you know, photo paper that they used on this was really, really good. And like, you know, obviously like images and stuff from in the game. Yeah, obviously like the cutscenes, but you know, like it's really, really good. Really good quality book. And a nice, you know, it's a nice hardcover. We'll talk about Jack and Anya Stroud and that. So yeah, like it was such a good find. Now, where did I put it? In here, isn't it? So I think I paid like, if I look at this, I paid $39 for this, and that was like for a pre-owned one. Plus I think this one was the $3 game guarantee for like a year, because I used to pay for the game guarantees as well. And at the same time, I got the Halo Anniversary game for the 360. So because everything has been sort of sealed up over the years, of course that receipt has kept nice and mint looking, sort of thing, and then everything just slides back together in the box, and you have this really nice display piece, if you so want it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that the game is no longer like R18 in New Zealand, but it was R18 when it first came out. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.